Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be working in the prairie restoration again, and I'm going to show you how I transition from a nurse grass like that to a prairie grass like that. The area I'm going to plant is this killed back area, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell the difference or not, but this stuff right here is foxtail. This right here is a prairie grass. I believe that's big blue stem. That's going to stay. The nurse grass right here is perennial rye. We have that all throughout this area, and this whole area right here is also that perennial rye nurse grass. That's what we're going to be removing. Well, I already removed it. Today, I just got to get rid of this foxtail, then burn the remnants of the nurse grass and plant our prairie grass. The prairie grass that I'm going to plant is Blue Grama. You can see that seed head on there. That's pretty cool. Looks like a purplish eyelash. This is Blue Grama right here, and this is about as big as it ever gets. It'll get denser than this, but this is as tall as it gets, this seed head right here, and the plant itself gets about this tall, about 6 inches tall. That's what I'm planting here, and the area that I'm planting starts right here. We have a little bit of foxtail right there. I'm going to show you how I get rid of that real soon. And it's actually going to come all the way over here through here, but I can't plant this right now. I just killed this stuff, so it's going to take a couple weeks just for this front part right here. But then it continues all through here, even though we have all of this foxtail here, a bunch of foxtail here as well, and continues all the way back into here. First thing I got to do is get in here and hand pull this foxtail, which is actually a bit easier than it looks at first glance. Well, that wasn't real easy. This isn't foxtail, but I got to get this stuff out of there as well. So when you go in here, it looks like a whole lot of grass right here, but when you get down in there, this one plant will take out a huge chunk of that. So when I get in here and pull this stuff out, I'm really only pulling out a couple dozen plants to clear a real big area, and I can do this really quick because generally this foxtail has really short roots. So let me just show you clearing up to this big blue stem. All right, and this is where I'll stop right here, right at the big blue stem. So I almost have this little area cleared already. So let me get at it. I'll get this cleared out. Then we're going to burn. Then I'm going to plant the seed. Okay, now that I'm rid of the foxtail, I'm going to burn the old grass that's here. But before I do that, I'm going to show you some stuff. The reason that my nurse grass was killed, I sprayed glyphosate here, and not this. This is side oats grama right here. That, I believe that's big blue stem. We have big blue stem, little blue stem, Indian grass, side oats grama, and a couple different rye's growing in here. The reason when I sprayed this, the reason it did not kill this stuff is because I did it in spring, and all of the prairie grasses here, I believe all of them, maybe not some of the rye's, but the vast majority of them are warm season grasses, so they didn't even start growing yet when I killed this rye. And that's how you get rid of the old nurse grass. So next year, or even late this fall, this will brighten up actually. It'll start growing again, and I'll be able to just spray it, and I won't kill that, and I won't kill that. This was right in the middle of all that other grass. I sprayed it with glyphosate, and it's doing fine because it was dormant at the time. So that's how you get rid of the nurse grass. Later on this fall, I'm going to kill this area and probably snake my way down to the trail back there, and I'll plant that in spring. Okay, I have my torch, I have my flap for putting out the fire if it gets out of control, which I really doubt. I don't think it's going to go much of anywhere. I should be able to just step on it and put it out along the edges. There's not a whole lot to burn here, and most of the other stuff is bright green right now, so it's not going to burn. I'm just hoping not to damage any of the plants I want to keep, but I don't think I'm going to do that either. All right, let's get over there, start on that side, and start burning. Okay, the camera turned off because it got too hot, but I got everything burned. Now I'm just going to go through here real quick and rake this. This is real loose soil, and I need to get it raked before the sun bakes it and gets it not so loose. Then I can toss my seed. Let me show you the seed. This is nearly a pound of Blue Grama. This should be plenty for this. I also have another little bag that I can use on the front of the gray water catchment pond there if I need to, but I don't think I'm going to use all the seed on this. Maybe I will. I can just plant it heavy and have a real nice crop here. Okay, let's get going and get this raked up. Alright, I'm going to have to hurry up before this camera shuts off again. It keeps shutting off from the heat. Normally, I would use sand as a mixture with the seed so that I don't throw too much seed in one spot. But unfortunately, I'm all out of sand. And I can't get to the store that much these days because the store is 35 miles away and gas prices are just insane. So I'll have to pick some up next time I go. But this should do just fine. No wind at all, so it's dropping really nice. The grass didn't burn that well. You can see that I had to rake a bunch of it off to the side. What I'm going to do is, once I get this seed on, I'm going to rake it in really quick, real lightly, and then I'll push this stuff back over it as a mulch. Then I'll water it and wait for my grass to pop up. Eventually, the stuff on the side is going to mix right in with the bluegrass, and I can keep the bluegrass from invading the prairie by just killing it back during the spring or fall. When this goes dormant, I can just spray the edge and kill any bluegrass that's working its way down into the prairie. And when I mow this, I'll be mowing the Blue Grama as well as the bluegrass, and the Grama will form a turf right at that edge, but in here it'll grow in fairly large clumps. At least that's what I hear. This is my first year with Blue Grama. Okay, I seeded it pretty heavy, and I still have that much left, plus probably a little more than that in a bag, so I'll do some touch-up on this after it comes up. Alright, now I just gotta water this maybe 2-3 times a day, maybe for the first week or so, just until this stuff starts germinating. Then I can cut back on the water a bit. This prairie grass does not like a lot of water, but it does need water to germinate, so I gotta kind of balance things out there. Yeah, this should be really interesting, the transition between the Blue Grama and the bluegrass. It should be really interesting how that works out. I have no idea, and I've never seen it done before, so this may be a first. Likely tomorrow I'll be putting the overflow drain on the catchment pond there, and hopefully connecting it up to the gutter system on the house. That should be pretty interesting as well. So if you want to see that, or I'll be showing the update once this stuff sprouts as well. So if you want to see either one of them, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.